Hey kids, this is Aaron from the podcast that wouldn't die, and Kevin and I use Zencastr. You think you're better than us, that you're using something else? You're wrong. Zencastr's the place to be. Who are you to deny it?
It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. Log in using your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use our code DIEHARD and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. We want you to have the same experiences we do for all our podcasting and content needs. It's time for you to share your story.
Only a fool will give up a chance for a 30% discount.
Just calling to see where you and Mom are, if you're coming.
Worst case, they come on Friday and everyone goes home and has a really nice break. After all, we can't let you live here.
You do know about the sisters, don't you? They worship the devil.
Catherine, is there something wrong?
Welcome to the latest episode of the podcast that wouldn't die. I'm your host, Kevin. With me, as always, is Aaron.
Hello!
This week, we're discussing the horror classic, The Blackcoat's Daughter, starring Kiernan Shipka and Emma Roberts and others. Oh, James Remar is in this, and Lauren Holly. It actually is an all-star cast now that I'm thinking about it.
It is! James Remar. I love him. He's usually
great.
a bad guy.
He is often in the 80s. I feel like he was always a bad guy. Yeah. He was in the Warriors, but he was one of the Warriors. Yeah. He was the loose cannon warrior.
Dudley.
Yes, he was not Michael Beck, the leader. No. He was, the one who got arrested for soliciting. He tried to rape Jackie from Too Close for Comfort and got arrested. That's what happened. That was his character arc in the Warriors. How about that?
Perhaps it's been a long time since I've seen it.
There's a lot happening in the Warriors. It's not just can you dig it. So anyway, maybe we should do the Warriors.
And never remade. I feel like Escape from New York, all this stuff. I feel like it had a moment to be remade. What happened?
I think the issue with the Warriors, just like the issue,
racist.
Number one, racially insensitive. Although you could argue,
I gotta say, most gangs are not come as you come. Everyone, all are welcome. Just like motorcycle gangs and street gangs. It's not necessarily. What's your stance on diversity?
Hey, the Warriors were like the United Colors of Benetton. I mean, every ethnic group was represented. So very progressive, I would argue. So there
you go.
No, what happened is New York got cleaned up. So you didn't have nearly as many like muggings in Central Park, like in the 90s.
Well, I need to go to New York. I didn't realize that they cured big city problems. Well, how about that? Crime. It's like a utopian society now.
100%. It is. It's like
fantastic. I need to get over there.
Check it out. Just go to Central Park at midnight and just lay in the middle of the park and see what happens. Roll the dice. And drop
money all around me wherever I go.
Sprinkle.
You know what? I'm going to take your advice and I'm going to do that.
I'm in the money. Yeah, sing that while you're dancing around in the middle of Central Park. Anyway, each week on the podcast, we discuss guilty pleasures and forgotten classics of the horror and sci-fi genres with a comedic twist. Aaron, what's the latest with you?
We're in week 3 of Complete Darkness. I don't know about the rest of the world, but literally I drive an hour south and it's 70 degrees and sunny. It's pitch black 24/7. Oh, there was a hobo in the parking lot. I believe he had a mental illness. As I'm sitting in my classroom, a teacher came in and said, hey, there's a dude by my car. So we're all looking out my window into the parking lot. And then people are coming by looking at us looking. So now more people are joining the room. So we're calling security to come and check it out. You know, the days of lockdowns that's all done. That's all done. We've just accepted our fates now. We've just accepted fate. And if people want to come on campus, we're just going to let them come on campus. I believe the only interesting thing is he took some tape and taped a square where he stood in the center and told everybody they could not enter his square.
Do you think he prefers the term hobo? Or would he prefer unhoused person? Or boxcar Willie?
I don't know if he's unhoused.
Well, you called him a hobo.
Hobo is folksy. Do you want me to say he's a vagrant? That sounds bad.
It's folksy.
I live very close to a lot of, shall we say, hotels for people who are not on vacation.
Okay.
So
fair.
He could be with us. How dare you judge people with mental illness that are running around a high school parking lot?
I'm judging you.
Dare you?
I'm not judging them.
I don't know. Would it be better if I called him Boxcar Willie?
Perhaps, right? With a bindle? Did
he
have a bindle?
He did not. He had a Walmart bag, which he was packing and unpacking multiple times.
That's the modern day equivalent of a bindle, if I'm being honest. So
fair. A bindle?
Yes.
You know I was thinking of bindi. He had a bindi.
No, what is happening? We're taking a dark turn. Anything else you'd like to share?
Anyway, after 25 people gathered around him and spoke to him, and he went on his merry way, probably to his house. He's probably
to his palatial estate. Okay.
To his estate down the street.
Fair enough.
Hobo is folksy. Unhoused. This whole changing names thing.
You're not
unalived. Unalived.
No one says unalived, Aaron.
Bullshit. It's all over the social media.
Get the hell out of
Rob Reiner, possibly unalived by his child. You know, it's all trigger warning. I'm like, yeah.
That's a bummer. Poor Rob Reiner.
It's horrible. It's horrible having, you know, when your kids have issues, like extreme issues. It's terrible. For sure, but I didn't want to delve into that. I'm just thinking of these words that mean the same fucking thing.
Okay.
Like now it's offensive. Hobo is like a fun, lovely person. It's folksy.
It is folksy. Do you think they like that lifestyle? You think it's a choice people are making? There's a choice.
I mean, it sounds nice. A hobo sounds nice.
Okay.
I imagine it's like a Warner Brothers cartoon. He has a stick with a red kerchief with like a sandwich in it. And he's on his way.
That's what
he's on his way. He's smoking a small cigar that he found somewhere.
Having adventures. Right?
You know,
seeing
he's
the world.
having adventures. He's riding the rails.
100%. You can't go wrong with that.
Isn't that a nicer story?
I don't know if that's the story that homie would tell, but fair enough.
Yeah, maybe not. But, you know, we like to, drugs and mental illness. Okay, carry on. On your way, sir. I say good day.
That is an issue.
Yeah.
And housing costs, right? It's the Bermuda Triangle of why there are a lot of homeless in California.
I am not sure that housing is a big issue where I currently live.
What do you
housing
mean?
is almost free, I think.
It's free?
It's for California. It's freakishly cheap.
Okay, fair. Because you're saying people are not coming across the country to just be homeless in Bakersfield. Is that what you're suggesting? You may be right.
Personally, I would be homeless on the beach in Southern California.
Yes, agreed.
If I had a choice, I mean, if I could hitchhike to the coast, that's where I would.
Or ride the rail all the way to the coast, right?
Amtrak, all aboard. Or the high-speed rail. I guess that's not going to happen.
Well, if you can't really You can't really hop into a boxcar on a high-speed rail. That's the
I
level
think
of
you bounce
difficulty
right
is
off.
way high on there. Yeah,
True.
fair.
You quit throwing logic at my plans. Anyway,
Sweet
our
Jesus.
friend went on his way. I lost
Okay.
interest and stared out the window.
What a lovely Christmas story. Let me write this down so I can
Merry
share that
Christmas.
anecdote
It's
with other
true.
people.
You could have been one of the three wise men.
He could have been Balthazar. Is that what you're saying with his myrrh?
It was Balthazar, and his GPS was not working, and he is way
Shit.
off track.
It happens. Happens to the best of us.
Well, Jesus wasn't born in December, so he's got time to catch up.
That's called blasphemy, Aaron. How dare you
It's
try to
called-
rewrite with your woke
They
mind
call
bias.
facts as facts. Yeah,
Disagree.
my
Why are you attacking Christmas, Aaron, is what I want to know. On the Lord's Day.
Put the Christ back into Christmas.
100%.
There you go.
The reason for
brother.
the season. 100%.
The reason he is the reason for the season. Oh Lord.
I find that if you don't say Merry Christmas all the time to every person you meet, regardless of religion or anything, then you are attacking Christmas, is kind of my feeling.
I just throw it all out. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Diwali. That's months ago. Happy Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa?
Season's greetings,
Winter
Happy
solstice?
Sanwa or whatever.
Ramadan?
Happy solstice. It's not. Well, at least I know it's not Ramadan.
You may be right. I feel you have to say Merry Christmas no matter what the holiday is. It could be July. You better drop a couple Merry Christmases in there, as far as I'm concerned.
How about the people who wish me a blessed day?
I do find it funny. I remember calling a friend's house back in high school, and there were serious Christians, and they dropped like, "And may Jesus bless your every day," or something along those lines. I'm like, I just hang up the phone. I'm not leaving a message on that one. I'm gonna have to talk to them in school. I'm out.
Hey, I'm not opposed. You want to pray for me? That's fine. Don't ask to hold my hand and get me to join in. But if you want to light a candle for me, who am I to argue?
We need it, frankly. We need at this stage of the game. I'll take it. 100%. Sweet Jesus. Anywho, now that we've offended absolutely everybody, why don't you give us your...
It's important. It kind of leads into our movie because, you know.
Right. This is serious biz.
Yes.
Give us your 30-second synopsis of The Blackcoat's Daughter.
Shenanigans happen at boarding school. Always do what you say you're supposed to do. And don't pick up strange people at the bus station. Amen.
Hey, amen. Straight up. Now, had you ever seen this before, Aaron? This was your choice.
I swear I've heard the name, but I didn't really realize. I mean, I'm thinking that it was some kind of a period piece. But is it the song she was singing that I didn't bother to look up the lyrics? Why is it called The Blackcoat's Daughter?
These are important questions. Well, where did you even hear of this? Because I had never heard... I can't say that. I think I had only heard of it recently, largely because of you. When did you first hear of Blackcoat's Daughter?
I want to say doing Google searches, like it had popped up a couple of times as being good.
Because this came out like 9 years ago.
And it was just in the back of my mind. But it has those two people in it who I kept thinking were the same person, but
which two did you think were the same? Because two were the same.
Well, two were the same characters.
Yes. Yes.
But I literally am like, makeup's amazing. How'd they make her look so much older than I realized that was Emma Roberts?
It's called good casting.
It is called good casting.
Yep.
I thought it was well, considering who produced it, directed. Once you filled me in, I was like, oh shit, what did I do? But actually, entertaining. Got your noggin thinking, that's for sure. I was like, 100%. What's happening? what's
This is
happening. And I
Osgood
went to boarding
Perkins.
school.
You did?
And nothing like this happened. Nothing like Suspiria happened at my school, and nothing like The Blackcoat's Daughter happened at my school. It
I
was
often
mostly like
wonder-
adults sleeping with children. That was about it.
That was okay. That took a turn. You're gonna have to write your own chapter to The Blackcoat's Daughter. I did not attend boarding school, but I always wonder if it's like same sex boarding schools. I just think would drive me insane. I want to see ladies on occasion. And if I was at an all male boarding school, it was like you're in prison. You might as well throw me in the clink. It's like, what the hell are we doing?
Mine was co-ed, but
Okay.
we had separate dorms that were
Of course.
across campus. You had to literally walk through the desert to get to the women's ring. The guys were were on the main campus along with the headmaster's house and everything else. And
Right.
we were kind of across the desert, I don't know, 200 yards or something.
Well, they say they've done studies, and actually, kind of same-sex environments are very beneficial for female students. Like not having to worry about guys' bullshit is helpful to them. Whereas I don't know if it's as helpful for the guys, if I'm being honest. I don't know.
I mean, they've had boys boarding school longer than they've had schools for girls.
No, that's true. That's true. But it's just the idea of it sounds like a nightmare. It sounds like a nightmare.
I just feel like I don't know what's going on with men or boys right now. They've pretty much given up on education. I can testify to that. Like they don't give a shit. They're not going to college anymore. I'm really not sure what the current plan for young men is right now.
We're covering all the bases here. We're still recovering from the pandemic, from having a year and a half where you got comfortable laying in bed all day, watching YouTube and playing Fortnite.
But women were part of that, and they're skyrocketing into college, and fewer men are attending.
It seems like we're rebounding
statistically.
Okay, maybe so. I don't have any numbers in front of me, but this isn't what this podcast is about. Sweet Jesus.
That's right. Numbers. Think I have numbers? I'm just telling you what I heard.
Just anecdotal evidence, just based upon my limited knowledge and observations. Dude. This is what I think. Fair.
Uh-huh.
No, I felt like when you first suggested it that I had heard the title, The Blackcoat's Daughter, but in my mind, I'm like, is this kind of a Handmaid's Tale kind of situation? Like I had no idea.
It was gonna be like Stand and Deliver, like this is Adam Ant's baby, and here's the tale, and it was a period piece.
Right.
I don't know. Did you look up the song she was singing? And
well, the song was written for the movie. The song was written for the movie.
It sounded like a good old Irish Lord of the Dance, good Celtic jig, but no, huh?
Well, this
what does it talk about?
This was Osgood Perkins' first movie that he wrote and directed, and his younger brother Elvis Perkins, who's a musician, wrote the music for it. So there you go. It's a family affair.
Okay.
Originally, the movie was just going to be called February, and people said that sucks. So he's like, well, then because of the song, The Blackcoat's Daughter, I'm going to change the title to The Blackcoat's Daughter. And it's deliberately chosen to
Let's
be
stop right there.
Please.
Because when I was looking for this,
yes,
I would type in The Blackcoat's Daughter and a movie called February kept popping up.
Ooh.
So I was like, no, why do you keep showing me that? So I had to watch on some sub-tier channel to be able to watch this, because when I plugged it into Amazon, February popped up.
See, there you go. This is all. I paid how much did I pay? $3, $3.50. I don't remember on Fandango at home to rent this.
That's what I had to do too. And I tried to log in with your secret password, but it was again unaccepted.
Well, again, I don't own The Blackcoat's Daughter. We all have to rent it.
I feel that you are still responsible.
It's nice to feel things. Uh,
It's nice to feel things, isn't it?
but I walked into this thing totally cold. I had no idea what it was about, like going in.
Right,
Like
right.
totally,
Good.
totally, yeah.
That's
That's the way you
that
should
is
do it.
how God intended.
1,000%. 1,000%. So why don't we jump into the highlights, Aaron? What you got? Why don't you go first?
The little girl. Is that the chick from Mad Men?
Sally Draper. Sally Draper is Cat.
Dude, and she was young too. Like, so she was still doing Mad Men at the time.
She
I
was like
keep wanting to call it
16.
Mad Men.
No, it's not
She
Mad Men.
looks really young,
Yeah,
but quite frankly, she was a little squirrely in Mad Men. So this
fair.
is perfect for her
Absolutely.
because one minute she looks like a fucking angel, and the next minute she is fucked up. No, she did a great job. When she's threatening the pregnant girl and everyone's dead, and then she turns into some kind of a crab under on her bed. Good stuff.
That was some shit. No, I watched it last night, and I said, as per usual, if I start a movie after 8 o'clock, there's going to be a little snoozing here and there, and I had to rewind it multiple times.
Oh my god.
No, because it's one of those things where you wake up and you're like, how much did I miss? I wonder if I should just keep watching. You're like, nah, I should probably rewind it. And you realize you have to rewind it like 30 minutes. I'm like, it's probably a good thing I rewound it. Sweet Jesus. See, so yeah, we establish it is a boarding school, and they're going home for this is the part that was confusing to me. They're going home for a week. I guess it's too early for spring
Ski
break.
week?
I mean,
Ski
maybe.
week?
Is that a thing?
Because it's only 1 week, so I think it's a ski week. But they don't actually identify what the holiday is. Because it seems like Christmas would not be 1 week.
No, and it's February. Because you see her marking it on the calendar, and you see Valentine's Day. So you know it's February. So
yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I live in Southern California. They ain't no damn ski week.
We don't
in
have
Long
a ski
Beach.
week.
Right. That's not how they do.
But didn't our sister in Orange County claim that they have ski week?
It depends on the district. If it's a frou-frier district, then they do get a ski week. Isn't that interesting?
Well, let me tell you, my district, which is only 2 hours from the snow, we get no ski week.
Zippity doo dah day. So, two girls were basically like, well, your parents didn't come to pick you up. I guess you have to stay here a little bit longer. Which is, I love that.
What is it, CPS? Or you send for a welfare check if you can't get a hold of the parents?
Well,
I guess they did.
In my mind, they did. Eventually.
Reflecting on what happened later, I guess they did.
Well, it's like if you're at school, it's just a regular school, and your parents don't come to pick you up, and the principal goes, I guess you can just live here until, how about you just sleep over? Is that what would happen? I don't think so. And the nurse, you're staying too. How about that? You're going to take care of these two. Yeah.
When I went to the elementary, people would be like hours late picking up their kids. We're like, we're dropping CPS.
They do.
We don't hurry up.
They do.
Yep.
But I guess here's the thing about it. When you're at a boarding school, it's not like your parents are 15 minutes away. Right? So I don't know what happens if we're expecting your parents here at 4 and they just don't show up. I mean, you could call somebody. It's like, well, I'll have to get on a plane, I guess. Right? Or I'll be there in 6 hours. I don't know what you do in that scenario. What do you do? You're kind of screwed. you're gonna
drop them off at the friendly neighborhood nuns. Hopefully they're not the same nuns that I experienced at St. Teresa, but
some
they
were
seem
nice.
much nicer than that.
Some were nice. Some were a little less so.
They must have been hired after my time. Thank you.
You're saying they were all the Blackcoat's daughters at that point.
Dude, they were all the wicked witches.
So, and here's the thing. So the one, you have Kiernan Shipka, who's Cat, who talks about, and if you go back to the beginning of the movie, she says stuff which by the end of the movie can have a different connotation, because she's talking to the priest and says, I hoped you would stay for my performance. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to make it, And the reveal is her performance is the murder of all these people. That was the performance I was hoping you'd stick
That was
around
the
for.
performance.
Because she's already
My thing is,
possessed.
she's small. I feel like somebody could have just gave her a kick or something.
I think it's a shocker. I think it's that situation because she's supposed to be a freshman in high school, and
Right.
she's coming up and getting you with the steak knife, and I guess you're so taken because you don't expect somebody to stab you. So by the time
True. She
you're
has the
like
element of surprise.
100%, by the time your mind is registering, this bitch is stabbing me, you're probably already dead at that
It's a
stage of the
little
game.
too late. Yeah,
Yes,
I thought what's her name, Rose, was faking it until she got her head cut off. Not faking that. No, don't
that
play dead.
I was like, what the. Yeah, so
Oh,
because
oh,
it's kind of a slow burn early on, where
it
it's just
is.
kind of
It is. It's a slow. It starts kind of slow. No, it's not boring, but
no,
it's not. It's not Uncut Gems. It's not Talk to Me, where it's like boom, and you're like, oh, sweet Jesus, what's happening to me?
but when it turns, it turns.
It turns.
There's a lot of these movies that it's like, oh, okay, it's kind of atmospheric, and then when the head's
Yeah.
getting cut off, then
La
you're
la
like, oh
la.
shit, 100%.
When all the heads get chopped off and we're worshiping Satan, hello.
Yes. Right. So okay. So there's basically two parallel stories going on here, which we don't know what the connection is until later in the movie. You have inside the the boarding school where you've got Kat, the freshman, and the senior Rose, which is to me it was impossible to tell the age difference. They could have been the exact
Yeah.
same age because I'm an old
It's
man,
true.
so who knows? Then there's the parallel story where it is Emma Roberts, who, and they're very clear that she has escaped from a mental institution.
Oh yeah.
Like,
She's cutting off their hospital tag. I was like, oh, okay.
right. They do kind of the staccato flashback kind of moments where they go like, okay, so she was in an insane asylum and now she's at this train station and she gets picked up by this couple, which you think he's kind of skeevy, right? You think this is some
Yes.
kind of heretic situation.
They're
where it's
both
like,
very suspect.
yes.
They're both suspect.
But it's
He
it's
is
snowing
wildly
outside.
inappropriate.
Yes.
Someone, first of all, I'm not going to answer the door in a bathrobe. And he should have not entered the room while she's in her bathrobe.
Correct. Well, that was the
Not
thing.
a bathrobe, a towel.
A wet towel, right. They had basically, he picked her up at a train station because it's literally snowing outside. So it's probably like, it's under 30 degrees and she's in like kind of a light coat. So he feels bad. And he's like, well, I'll drive you. My wife and I will drive you, wherever the hell we're going. But then she falls asleep for 4 hours in the back of their car. So she wakes up in a hotel room. Like he bought her own room in a hotel. So now it's all like, what is happening? What is going on with this story?
It was a little weird and confusing. And where's your wife? Oh, she's asleep. Okay.
Yeah,
It was very like you were waiting for something bad to happen, and something bad did happen, but not to who you thought.
Not what you thought, right? 100%. Okay, so meanwhile, Rose, the senior at the high school or whatever, she thinks she's pregnant. So that first night, the headmaster's like, "Hey, you're the senior, she's the freshman. Would you take care of her tonight? But parents are coming whenever." Would you just keep an eye on her? And rather than do so, she goes off with her boyfriend to kind of break the news that she thinks she's pregnant.
Right.
Now, when she comes back, she finds Kiernan Shipka, Sally Draper, down in the boiler room, prostrating herself in front of the boiler. Like, wildly.
Rapid bowing in front of the boiler. Yes.
Like freakish bowing, like quick.
I didn't realize that was even her. I thought it was the priest or something. It
was
looked
hard
like they
to
were
tell.
naked, maybe.
Right. So she gets her back up to her room, gives her a shower or whatever, and they're chit-chatting. And Sally keeps saying, I'm going to just call her Sally. Her name's Kat, but she keeps saying, you know, Mr. Gordon said you were supposed to take care of me. You didn't do that, blah, blah, blah. And as she's leaving, she makes a comment like, you had your chance.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I feel like,
And after saying it's too late, your parents are already dead. It was either her parents. I don't know. It was confusing. What the reveal is that little Sally got a phone call from a darkened figure kind of visited her in her room to show her that her parents died in a car accident, essentially, at the beginning of the movie with no preamble. And you think this, because she keeps calling it, "Hi, Dad, where's Mom?" It's like those kind of comments to this darkened figure. And later when she's on the phone, she's trying to there's a lot of there was a kind of a foreshadowing moment earlier in the movie.
Yeah, I thought she had there was the burned out car and she's like, Mom.
Yes.
And that I thought her dad had done something and that she'd killed her dad.
No. They both of her parents died in the wreck. But now her new father, the one she considers her father, is the devil. Is the Blackcoat.
Mothman. Or the Black Rabbit.
It was Harvey with the big old ears. It was like Donnie Darko or something. Yeah. You never really you get to see like a shadow or you see like part of a coat or something like that. So you never actually see. But there's moments where she's calling, trying to reach her parents.
So the Blackcoat is Satan.
I think so.
Okay.
That's my understanding.
And I was thinking red coats, black coats.
You thought it was going to be kind of a Revolutionary War thing?
I thought it was a period piece. Benedict Arnold was in fact her father.
It was Last of the Mohicans.
It was Daniel Day-Lewis.
Can I say, I fucking love Last of the Mohicans with Daniel Day-Lewis. I think it is dynamite.
I think I saw it, but I'm not sure. Daniel Day-Lewis is not one of my favorite people. Although I did enjoy The Phantom Thread, which was weird as and what was it? Not Without My Father. The one one where it's the IRA one.
In the Name of the Father is the one you're talking about. Not Without My Father.
My father's left foot.
It's when Sally Field is in the Middle East and will not leave the Middle East without her father.
Not Without My Father's foot.
There was some martial arts parody called My Left Foot of Fury or something like that. Sweet Jesus. Anywho. Anywho. So this shit takes a turn because you're starting to realize that Sally she's got a devil in her. She got the devil in her.
She all bad. She all bad. One of my favorite parts is when they hitch her, the people pick her up from the bus station and she realizes they're Rose's parents and she just goes into the bathroom and starts laughing.
Yes.
She's crazy. She crazy
bitch. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the moment. Okay. So they pick up the girl. They're having dinner, and he starts telling the story about how 9 years ago his daughter passed away, and he shows her the picture, and it's the picture of Rose. It's her school photo from the other parallel story, which tells you this part takes place 9 years in the future.
Yeah.
And at that point, did you put it together? Did you know where it was all heading? Did you know the connection? Yeah. That point
yes. At first, I thought it was the same timeline and it was the same actress, and that she had escaped the school. This is how my brain was working. Okay. That while homie was on her date, she snuck out to kill her parents who were on the way to pick her up, and then ran back in. That's what I thought was happening.
So you thought Emma Roberts was Rose? Is that what you're saying? Okay, that's
I thought Emma Roberts was the little girl.
And you thought she
And
looked
I thought
exactly the
they were.
same?
I thought it was. My God, it's The Departed all over again. When I thought they were the same actor, I
You thought
literally
Matt
thought.
Damon and Leonardo DiCaprio were the same fucking person. You've
I
lost your
thought they were
goddamn
the
mind.
same fucking person whose life split in two different directions, and it was the story of if he'd made
Sliding
this
doors.
choice, or if he went this choice.
Interesting.
Up until like right after this, I was sure the little girl had snuck off to kill Rose's parents to make the prophecy true. How about that?
Oh, to live in your mind, Aaron, if only for a moment. I was half asleep, and I did not draw those conclusions.
Did you think that Matt Damon and Leo were the same person ever in your life?
No.
I remember watching The Departed and going, I don't know what's happening anymore. I had to watch it a second time to understand, oh, these are two entirely different people.
So not just you thought that you didn't just think the characters were the same.
I thought they were the same actors.
You thought they were sweet.
It was all it's all happening again. It's all happening again.
God
yes.
damn it.
Yes.
How about a new
just like I
prescription?
thought Mad Men Girl and Emma Roberts were the same fucking person.
That is fucking insane. Well, you were right in the
Eventually,
end.
I thought it was the same actress doing that shit.
That is crazy.
So I had to process it out. And that's why I was like, man, how'd they make her look so old?
Shit.
Not that Emma Roberts is old. She's just older than Sally Draper.
She's 10 years older than Sally Draper. God damn it. So
it was magical.
You don't know shit. I'm just gonna move on. You don't know shit's gone wrong until there's a scene where Dr. Gordon, the headmaster, and a police officer pull up to the house. And I think they're there because
they got warned.
Well, they arrive because I think Sally Draper's parents have died in the wreck. I think they're there to like deal with that. But then they walk in the door and you just see like a bloody splatter like against the wall. And and then they walk in and you only see their reaction. So you don't know what they've seen at that point.
Do you want to hear what I thought was happening?
Please.
Well, right before that, little Sally, quite frankly, she starts acting very much like Sally Draper near the end, where she's just, her mouth is running and saying crazy shit.
A pretty typical 16-year-old.
And they send Rose, they give Rose a busy job to keep her out of the way. Because in my mind, they were coming because they realized that girl had killed her parents. That's why the sheriff was coming.
Okay.
That they were coming to get her. And shut up. I know that's not why now. But at the time, like they got to get Rose to a safe spot and keep her busy and out of the way so she doesn't get suspicious and get caught up in the murder. But they were just, dealing time until the sheriff can get there and grab that crazy bitch.
So because this movie is not told really chronologically, even within one time frame, because there's two different time frames going on. Basically,
and three
POVs. So what looks like occurred. They get the phone call. The two nurses who are staying at the at the boarding house. I don't know if they're nuns or not. They call them Mrs. Drake and Mrs. Bleasblaws. They're not nuns, you're just assuming they're nuns.
I thought they were nuns. You were talking about how Rose was talking about how they had no hair and eyebrows because they're witches.
She did say that. What does that have to do with them being nuns? Is that what you just think all
because
nuns
they were
are like
nuns.
that?
I swear I thought she said they were nuns. Continue.
So they get the call.
Why do they have two live-in nurses? What do you think? There's a lot of menstruation at this girls' school?
There's a shit ton. There is a shit ton of menstruating. Anywho, they get the call that Sally Draper's parents have died in a car wreck, essentially. So like, you're right. So they say, you need to go out. She thinks she's in trouble. She's being punished, but she's not. Right. She's just like, You go out and, scoop some snow, blah, 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 while we're dealing with this. While she's scooping, Sally Draper murders the two nurses with like a steak knife, literally a steak knife, not like a cleaver or something, like a steak knife. And like, I fell asleep, and I woke up to Sally Draper going, stabbing the one woman. I'm like, oh my God, I got to rewind this, see what the hell's happening. Murders them. Okay, bodies scattered. Then Rose outside, when she's done scooping, she tries to get in, but the door is locked. So she goes to a different entrance, and she's exhausted. So she goes upstairs to her room,
Takes a little nap
and goes to sleep. When she's done, she comes out, wakes up from her nap. She comes back down and starts to walk down through the stairwell. And she looks down, and there's a bloody bag down at the bottom of the stairs that has the heads of the two women. And she's like, what the f-? Turns around, Sally Draper pops out like fucking Michael Myers and just cuts her. Stab, stab, stab. And again, this is one of our POV characters, so it's shocking that she is murdered right then and there. Stabs her in the chest, she slumps over. To make it even crazier, she realizes she's not pregnant. She gets her period.
Oh, yeah. She's like, thank God.
Happy days are here again. Right.
Yeah.
And then stabs in the stomach where her, theoretical baby was. And then slumps over. And she's still kind of dying. Sally Draper comes up behind her, stabs her some more until she expires because she's still kind of awake there. And you think she's going to kind of snap out of it. And then she goes, ugh. And she's dead.
Yeah, I thought she was like faking it, was going to jump for it. Nope.
All
right.
Go for it.
I was convinced what we were going to find is those nuns didn't have eyebrows and they cut her hair off to see that she was investigating the witch claims. I was convinced that's what we were going to say.
No, that's not,
not the case. Not the case.
And you think that shit's crazy. You're like, God damn it. Then Sally Draper grabs her by the hair and pulls up her head, takes that same little steak knife, and starts the cutting. Now,
dude, how come Sally doesn't need a fucking nap at this point? I mean, she's a little girl. I'm guessing she's not sleeping well. She's got her daddy's strength, I guess. But it seems like it's, that's a lot of bone for a steak knife.
Yes.
Sometimes I have problems deboning a chicken. You got to really get in there. So I can't even imagine chopping off a human head with your Ginsu knife.
It better be a Ginsu because they can cut it like a tin can with those things. Right? That's real shit. So then it cuts to the headmasters arriving with the police officer. And they go in and they discover the carnage. Smash cut to that cop is going down to the boiler room with his rifle. Opens up the boiler room door. There's Sally Draper worshiping the boiler with the three heads.
Dude, that was one of the best scenes in this whole movie. And they're all propped up on little spikes and they're all watching the fire with little Sally. She kind of turns around and smiles.
She smiles, gets up and says, "Hail Satan." And holding the knife above her head. And the cop says, like, drop the knife, drop the knife. She doesn't drop it and he blasts her.
Yeah.
So now
not
we
well
know.
Enough, though.
100%. So then, for the last 9 years, Sally Draper has been in the insane asylum.
But before she got there, what happened?
Lay it on me.
She had a little old exorcism in the hospital.
Yes. So the priest from the beginning of the movie comes in and it says to her, "You're not wanted here." And then that's the reveal that, okay, he's not talking to Sally, he's talking to the demon or the devil, whatever, and he does an exorcism. And Sally kind of snaps out of it and looks over, and you see like kind of this shadowy figure turning away. And she's like, "Don't go.
Don't go.
Don't go." To the devil who's escaping her body, don't go.
Dude, this is
So
very kind of Slenderman murder kind of situation thing. It has
100%.
that kind of creepy vibes. So really, the theory is she's escaped because she misses Daddy Satan and trying to get him back.
Yes. That's what this is. That's what the second half of this movie's about. She escaped. They did 9 years of electroshock treatment.
Yeah.
She murdered someone and stole their ID. That was the Joan character ID that she was using. Stole their
Right.
ID. This couple, who turns out to be the parents of the girl she murdered and defiled 9 years ago. And like you said, when she realizes who they are, her reaction is to excuse herself from the table and to go laugh.
Oh, yeah,
Laugh.
she bad. She bad.
She evil. Like, it was kind of like, oh,
She bad even without Satan living inside.
100%. So they're driving her in the snow. And they're clearly, this couple is f***ed up, obviously, which makes sense. I mean, their beautiful child,
Yeah.
murdered horrifically 9 years earlier, and they haven't. And that's kind of the thing. The father's thing is that he's so fixated that whenever he sees kind of a young person or whatever, he feels like, I want to help them. He goes out of his way to try to
In an extra creepy way.
100%. And even the wife is like, he told you that you remind her of his daughter, right? Yeah, you look nothing like her. I don't see it. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
As they're driving by what was it called? Bramford boarding school or whatever.
Which is the name of the hotel in Rosemary's Baby.
Yes. Not a coincidence. No. She makes them pull over because she says she's feeling sick. And meanwhile, the wife is like, dear God, don't pull over. Because this is obviously the scene of this horrible incident in their life. They pull over. Sally Draper, it's not Sally Draper anymore. Emma Roberts immediately pulls out the steak knife that she took from the restaurant, slices his throat, and stab on Lauren Holly, the wife. I almost fell out of my chair when that happened. I was wide awake at that point. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
Right?
Yeah.
And then takes their luggage, dumps out the clothes, decapitates them, puts their heads. Now, we're talking a lot of decapitation. You really aren't seeing anything. This isn't Eli Roth. This isn't Rob Zombie.
No. Even when she's sitting with the heads, it's just like the back of the heads in silhouette.
Correct.
It's scary, but it's not gross.
Correct. So she goes back.
Better, honestly.
I agree, 100%. So she goes back to the boiler room, but discovers the boiler is cold and no fire within. And her reaction is to go out in the snow and cry. And that's how the credits roll. Because
Daddy Satan's not getting you. No.
Right. She did all this shit.
Next time you're in Maine, don't pick up a little blonde hitchhikers that look like Emma Roberts.
Don't do it.
Or Eric Roberts. Don't get him either. Or Julia.
This isn't Pretty Woman. You're picking up Julia Roberts on the side of the road. Anyway. Anything else you got for Blackcoat's Daughter?
No. Pretty solid, I have to say. Pretty solid.
And you were concerned because you were not a big fan of The Monkey, Osgood Perkins' latest, or The Strangers.
Jesus Christ. No, that is a fair fucking statement. I'll say that. Not a fan.
Well, let's go behind the scenes, shall we?
Let's go.
The week all of Emma Roberts' outdoor scenes were filmed was the coldest weather in recorded history in Canada's capital city.
I don't even know what Canada's capital city. Ottawa.
Very good. That's
Boom. It looked cold as hell. I'm a desert dweller. I don't know what I would do. I just die.
Yes, 100%. I always laugh about Ottawa because, like 30 years ago, I was in Europe, staying at a hostel, and there were a bunch of these Canadians. And because I was a stupid American, whenever I saw this one particular Canadian chick, I'd just be like, "Hey, Ottawa." just to let them know I know the capital of Canada. They were not impressed.
Yes.
So, hey,
Yeah,
Ottawa.
that's America. That's America for you. But
That's
I was with a group of Australians who were talking to some Swedes, wondering when's midsummer and they're going to start pitching the bodies off. So it's universal young person jackassery, I think.
jackassery, no question.
Yeah.
You mentioned this. The Bramford is also the name of the notorious apartment building that Guy and Rosemary Woodhouse move into in Ira Levin's novel and film, Rosemary's Baby. Boom.
A classic.
Director Mike Flanagan, who he does a lot of those Netflix kind of The Haunting of Hill House miniseries kind of things.
Yeah, that was
He
disappointing.
I always say The Haunting of Hill House, the beginning was freaking terrifying. And the ending,
dude, I was there, and then it
Yes.
craps out. It was like, remember when Bird Box was a thing, and then you
Yes.
saw the end, and you're like, what the hell?
Well, because as always, what's frightening is the unknown. And when you explain it all, now it's not scary anymore. So
Now it's bullshit. Couldn't
Now
you grab the if you're in a car that's veering off a cliff and you're in the passenger side, couldn't someone have grabbed that wheel and steered it back onto the road?
No.
Not in Hollywood, apparently.
Can't do it. Anyway, Mike Flanagan lists this as one of his favorite horror movies. How about that? Okay.
It has no meaning to me.
When Emma Roberts read the script for this film, she couldn't sleep afterwards because it scared her so much.
I mean, I'm not worried that Sally Draper's creeping into my room at night, but it was good.
It was good. 100%. Body count. What do you think the body count of this movie is, just off the top of your head?
Including her parents?
Everybody who dies. If you add them all up.
7?
You're very close. 8. Rose.
Okay.
Rose's parents, Linda and Bill. Ms.
Oh my God, I
Prescott.
forgot Rose.
Mrs. Drake.
I forgot Rose.
Kat's parents off screen, and Joan Marsh off screen. So there you go. Let's talk about the cast and crew, shall we?
Let's go.
We talked about this briefly. Directed and written by Osgood Perkins. You know him from such things as
Long Legs.
Long
Which I
Legs,
like.
2024, The Monkey, 2025, and he's also acted in The
Did
Monkey
not like it.
as Uncle Chip.
Oh, Jesus.
He
Where's Uncle?
also-
I'd rather have Uncle Rico.
Uncle, absolutely. He also did The Blackcoat's Daughter in 2015, and I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House from 2016. These are all of his
That sounds
scary
disturbing.
movies. All of his
Okay.
movies, basically, he's American, but he goes to Canada and basically casts a majority Canadian cast and can make any kind of movie he wants, evidently. So good on him.
All right.
Let's look at here. Emma Roberts played Joan, but she's not really Joan. You know her
Right.
from such things as We're the Millers in 2013.
Didn't see that.
It had its moments. Aquamarine in 2006. Hotel for Dogs.
Didn't see that.
2009.
No. Oh, Hotel for Dogs now.
Wild Child.
I was
in
thinking
2008.
Island of Dogs.
No,
What did you say?
it's Isle of Dogs.
I
remember?
love Isle of Dogs.
So, she's also famously Eric Roberts' daughter, who
Yes.
famously I think I told you this. He reacted to one of my posts years ago when I made fun of The Specialist. He responded with laughter. He thought it was funny.
You should have then printed that out. I saw on social media like someone, a famous person, liked your post, and they printed it out and they have these tiny frames on their wall of just the post with the thumb mark on it.
Absolutely.
You should have done that. Should have done that.
Not too late. It's not too late. Let's see. Kiernan Shipka played Kat. You know her from such things as Carriers in 2009. She was
No.
in 89 episodes of Mad Men playing Sally Draper.
Yeah.
She was in Red One. That was that Christmas movie that came out last year. That was not very good.
Didn't see it.
She was in Twisters in 2024.
No.
That's about it. She's done some other things. I think she's Sabrina the Teenage Witch on Netflix, if I'm remembering correctly. Let's see.
I'm not gonna watch that either.
Lucy Boynton played Rose. You know her from such things as Sing Street in 2016. She was
No.
in Bohemian Rhapsody in 2018.
Who did she play in that?
Mary Austin, his wife.
Oh, okay.
She was in Murder of the Orient Express, playing Countess Elena Andreini in 2017. She was in Miss Potter in 2006, playing young Beatrix.
Oh my God, I missed that.
She's been in a ton of stuff. James Remar played
Is she
Bill.
British?
She is British.
Yeah, that's why she's got all these weird shows. Okay.
He was in Sex and the City: A Farewell, playing himself. How about that?
Oh, Jesus.
He was in Dexter Resurrection, 11 episodes.
I refuse.
Playing Harry Morgan.
Refuse.
He was.
Although I watched the original Dexter. He was great in that.
He's
but
great.
There was always that crisis. You're like, maybe if you just got the kid counseling instead of training him to be a serial killer.
Well,
maybe
if you
idea.
watch that was the thing. He realizes his adopted son has got the serial killer gene, so he kind of guides him towards only killing bad people. But there's a moment on the series where the dad walks in on him doing his thing.
Right.
And he was horrified, and that I think he had a heart attack like the next day. That's why he's the ghost.
Again, can't we try counseling first?
It's too late for that. It's over.
Because the whole point is he watches mother just being butchered in a container. Like
Correct.
They found him just with all this blood. So therefore he's going to be a serial killer.
Correct.
He's going to be fucked up, that's for sure. But it didn't necessarily mean that he's going to be a serial killer.
Agree to disagree.
He could have just been a drug addict. Go ahead.
That's fair. He was also in Oppenheimer. I keep calling it Oppenheimer. How do you pronounce it? Oppenheimer?
That's how I would. I think
Not open and closenheimer.
People say.
He was in Oppenheimer in 2023. He was in It, Welcome to Derry, 7 episodes. How about that?
Okay. I've only seen 2.
I've seen 0, so now I have to go see it.
Okay.
Lauren Holly played Linda. You know her from such things as Dumb and Dumber. She played Mary Swanson.
I do enjoy Dumb and Dumber.
I do as well.
And normally I hate that bullshit, but I do love Dumb and Dumber.
You know what it is? I've said this about their movies before. It's like you can't go to the theater and watch it because then your expectations are way too high. If you're just flipping channels and you come across it, then it's comedy gold. You know what I mean?
Right.
She was in 88 episodes of Picket Fences. I used to love Picket Fences. Did you ever watch Picket Fences?
Not really.
It was a good show. Tom Skerritt. She played Linda Lee in 1993's Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. I remember seeing that.
I think I saw that too.
And she was in Down Periscope, the Kelsey Grammer nuclear submarine parody movie, I guess, in 1996.
Oh, that sounds awful. That just fucking sounds awful. Pass.
Let's look at the rating, shall we, for Blackcoat's Daughter?
Let's go.
The Blackcoat's Daughter currently has on Rotten Tomatoes 77% fresh. Do you know what the audience gave it?
85.
52.
Whoa!
Boom goes the
Who
dynamite.
was their audience? Like mothers on their way to the Salt Lake Temple? I mean, what was the audience?
That was the answer. Mothers on their way to the Salt Lake Temple. You know it, don't you? Let's look at the top critics here. We've got Brian Tellerico from RogerEbert.com says, February worked my nerves. I actually found myself squirming a bit in my seat, downright uncomfortable by the rising dread that Perkins creates.
See what I mean?
Right.
It's been released also as February, so I guess I could have watched it on Amazon.
Was it on Prime for free or?
No, it was February, so I thought it was the wrong movie.
I guess it's the same thing.
Apparently, it was released with both titles.
A.A. Dowd of the AV Club says, the Blackcoat's daughter is a clammy hand on the back of the neck, a chill running down the spine, a shot of ice water straight to the veins. B+. And then, go ahead.
That seems fair.
And reporting from The Observer, I've got Rex Reed, the real one. Let's see what he has to say.
Woo!
I know. None of it makes one lick of sense, and it quickly becomes clear that Mr. Perkins couldn't care less. 0 out of 4.
0 out of 4.
That's the Rex we know. 100%.
That's Rex Reed.
Now, you may think that we don't have our in-house movie critic, but yes, we do. Let's talk to AI Rex Reed and see what he has to say.
Let's see if he agrees.
The Blackcoat's Daughter is a glacial art house Satan nap where nothing happens very slowly, and by the time the devil finally shows up, you've already sold your soul to boredom.
So sassy, AI Rex Reed. So sassy.
Look, AI Rex Reed, I get a big kick out of him. What can I tell you? What is your rating, Aaron?
I gotta tell you, like I said, it was a big surprise. I didn't anticipate liking this movie. I did, in fact, like this movie. Clearly, I was confused at various points throughout the movie. But I'm still going to give it like a 3.85 Sally Draper autobiography. This is what happens to young Sally.
Fair. No, I think I'm right there. I think I'm going to give it like a 3.5. I think it's very atmospheric. It's maybe a little too slow for me, where you're kind of like, I don't really care that she's going out with her boyfriend and who gives a shit about the pregnancy. That really, it was just there to kind of mess with us, I guess.
Yeah.
But when it turns the corner, when the shit goes down, it's real. I'm not trying to rush out and see this again, though, if I'm being honest. What do you think about that? Do you need to see it again?
I would watch it again. Not tomorrow, but I would watch it again. Because I think I missed a lot being confused. There were so many. There's the 3 POVs plus various flashes.
Yes.
And some of them are quick.
Yes.
So you have to try to figure out what the hell they are. I do like that we don't really see Satan. He's kind of like the Babadook if he took his hat off, I think.
100%. No, I agree with all that. It's almost like a movie that forces you to watch it a second time because there's a lot of little tidbits. Like when Emma Roberts is getting out of the shower, you see the bullet hole on her back. Like where later the reveal is that the cop shot her. So there's things
I was like, oh, Emma Roberts got a little dermatitis or something.
I thought that's what it was. A little TB shot or something. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. No, I mean, I would say if you haven't seen it, to watch it. I don't think it's going to be in my rotation though. So there you have it.
No. You're wrong about that. I'm just going to write that down, kids.
So it will be in my rotation, is what you're saying.
It will be. I think it's right after you open the presents on Christmas
Christmas
morning.
morning.
You pour some Christmas coffee or some mulled wine and gather the children around to watch The Blackcoat's Daughter.
The Blackcoat's Daughter. I think, honestly, it's like the movie makes more sense as I talk about it in a way that I think at the time I was kind of like,
You have to process it,
you
I
do.
think.
You do. Anywho, any last thoughts about The Blackcoat's Daughter, Aaron?
No, I was just surprised that I liked it. So there you have it.
So you picked a movie you thought you'd hate?
I picked a movie that I got some little buzz. I didn't bother looking. You're the one who told me it had all these awful people that I normally don't like
I did not describe them as
associated to
thus.
it.
Okay, fair enough. So,
And by awful people, we will gladly appear in any of your films.
Absolutely. I'm sure they're running to the phone right now after that recommendation. So thank you very much. We are all across social media. We're on Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, Instagram. You could be watching us on YouTube at this very moment, perhaps.
You sure could.
You can also email us, the podcast that wouldn't die, at Gmail.
We
are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere the finer podcasts are available. So don't forget to like, share, rate, and review, won't you?
Won't you please?
Aaron, what is your social media situation?
I gotta tell you a little media thing.
Please.
We were swarmed with about 1,000 people adding, all from the greater subcontinent of India. And so much so that I stopped following back. And now I was like, our numbers went way up. And now the great unfollowing is happening. I'm like, it happened to me on my personal account years ago. Like all of a sudden, every Russian in the world started following me.
It's like
I'm like, I got 500
saying.
followers today. And then
right. So, but you didn't think that you were being oppressed, that the powers that be were blocking all of your loyal supporters?
Get out of town. I was like, boy. Well, the problem, normally when we get followers, they like a couple of posts and then they follow.
Yes.
We got like 500 followers from India that liked not a single post.
Right. I'm sure they liked it in their heart, if that counted for anything.
I'm sure they didn't even bother looking. Because when I go to look to see if they're still following me, it also shows all the other followers as their friends.
Right.
It's one of those scams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a scam-a-lama ding-dong. Anyway, how could real people follow you, Aaron?
I am on the Instagram, The Cult of Aaron. Join the cult. I also have art on Artsy and First Dibs. I'm on, Threads. I rarely check. It wants to tell me I have like 10 bits of activity, and then I go to Threads, and there's nothing. There's no mentions. It's all scam.
Right.
I'm also on this Blue Sky, which I have like so zero interest in. Basically, TikTok is the crack of 2025.
Fair enough. There. So check out Aaron at all those places, clearly. Aaron, as you know, we like to include and check in with our friends and family across the social media landscape. What are the streets saying?
Streets are still talking about... Oh my God, now I've got a senior fart moment. The streets are talking about how come we don't do any Andy Rooney movies.
First of all, I don't think Andy Rooney made any movies, but if he had, I did like him. What the hell are you talking about? God damn it.
I meant to say Paul Williams.
Or Andy Rooney. Or Mickey
Paul
Rooney.
Williams, who, by the way, is still alive.
Okay, fair enough. We'll have to check out.
And just to let you know,
please,
neither Gene Simmons nor the King of Filth has gotten back to me.
So no John Waters nor Gene Simmons.
No, but John Waters has some kind of camp coming up this summer. I might have to go, but not if I have to eat dog poop on a fork.
Please don't.
I'm gonna pass.
Was that Pink Flamingo? No, we're out. We're out. I'm not feeling it, John. No offense.
When Rob first joined the family, that was my gift.
I remember we tried to watch it, and it was a horror show. Now that it was literally the jokes we make. The jokes we make about like, hey, pop on Blackcoat's Daughter on Christmas morning. That's literally what you did for Pink Flamingo by John Waters, where we literally started watching this as a family, and it was a freak show. So there you are. You are guilty. Anyway,
guilty as charged.
Next week, we are discussing the science fiction classic, The Snowpiercer, starring Chris Evans, Tilda Swinton, others. They actually made a
You know I love Tilda Swinton, so you're selling it, even though it's Nazi zombies.
There's no Nazi zombies in this.
Oh, I thought this was the Nazi zombies. All right,
No.
well, I guess I'm about to find out.
No, are you talking about Dead Snow, the Swedish zombie movie?
Maybe I thought that's what that was.
Oh, well, we'll add Dead Snow to the list, but we're doing Snowpiercer.
You know it's going to be fantastic, so here we go.
Here we go. There was actually a TV series based upon this movie called Snowpiercer, which may still be on TV somewhere, but we're not doing that.
Wow.
If you want to watch Snowpiercer, not Dead Snow, but Snowpiercer, where can you go? Well, it's on Fubo, it's on Tubi, it's on Plex. It's on. I thought it was on
so free everywhere.
And if you insist on paying, you can go to Prime or Apple TV or YouTube or Fandango at home. Good stuff. So check that out. Send in any favorite scenes, favorite quotes, comments, and questions, and we may talk about it on the show. So, thank you very much, and be well.
Be well.